that big around. That's kind
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Collins.
Here.
Baloo.
Here.
Contos.
Here.
Van.
Here.
Carmen.
Here.
Buxton.
Here.
Everyone received the minutes from the council meeting on the 1st. Any amendments? Hearing none, minutes stand as approved. Takes us to public speaks. I don't know who's here first, Gary or Sue? Gary,
I don't
got
have
anything?
I don't,
You don't have anything, Sue?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Perfect. Takes us into committee reports. Henry.
Short and sweet. On the roads, we just put up 4 signs, no semis, no GPS down here at Walnut, Liberty, and also on the east side of them roads. Try to eliminate some of the big semis going down through there. Underwater, the flushing program has started, as Ed spoke with last meeting. The PSA, the public service announcement, I believe I gave it to Dave, and he forwarded it to you guys. A quote that was on there. It's something for you to look over. Just another reminder that I'd like to have everything done by October. EPA is okay with the village MORs. That's done. Under parks, water fountains are all turned on, functional. We filled the bleacher holes where the concrete was tore out. Filled that with dirt, seeded that. And then under buildings, Mr. Level leveled the concrete out front. That turned out pretty good also, so there's no more tripping hazard out there.
They also filled in holes today. Just that, I didn't tell you.
That concludes. Any questions?
Thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Just so the council's aware, we've talked a couple of times. Henry and Ed, they've provided us quotes for a new truck with new equipment. They wanted to trade in the 2018 F-250 with the equipment for a brand new truck. So try to keep that in your minds that, we want to at some point move forward with that before snow falls, because that is going to be a topic for this coming year, that F-250 will not meet our needs if we get a busy snowfall year. So please keep that in your minds. They already have all the information. I think that's been shared with all of you. I just talked to Kurt about it. Kurt mentioned possibly listing the truck on Unibid. I will be working with Ed and Henry this week to see what we can do with that.
Think you can get more out of it than traded.
They're selling, stuff's been selling outrageous on there. You get more than trade in, I feel. And you can put a reserve on it too. If it doesn't sell, then you pull it back off and you just put it out for sale.
That'd be a good idea. Trucks available, or they give you much of a lead time on?
It's month by month. Every month the numbers can change, so. And Shones is, well, they're closing in Waynesburg at the end of the month, so we'll have to go somewhere else.
As expensive as trucks are, you think you'd have plenty?
Well, I mean, you can go to Randolph, you can go to Sir Jones at
Right.
Randolph and get it and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it all over the place.
They have all the government.
They got big trucks over in Alliance.
Sure, they have a contract.
Yeah.
They have to get online and on.
The goal would be to have that truck in our hands by the end of the year. That way, snow falls, these guys are equipped to handle what they have to do.
There is gonna be time frame on that though, because they're gonna have to put switches in, lights on.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, so it's not gonna happen
By
like you
September.
think overnight or a week. It's gonna be several months, so.
Hey Chief, did we ever get done outfitting the police cruisers?
That's gonna be the topic for the next.
Oh,
That's it. I have it on the agenda for safety next as well. Yeah.
You just probably have to coordinate it so that way when the one truck's off, where
Right.
you're rid of one, trade it in or whatever, and the other one's down.
Right, once council gives us the okay, then we can go ahead and move forward and get all the details. Then we'll have a timeline.
We got the money for it, I have no problem.
And we don't have to do it right now. We can go get it and then move it out a little bit, take possession of it, September, October. That way it's already online.
Yeah.
Ready to go on their ends. So We can do it that way too.
There's just a lot of moving parts. We just need to make sure we get the okay. Once we get the okay, we can start the moving points going forward.
Everybody good? Any questions? All right. First takes us to safety, chief.
Okay, since the last meeting, we did 19 traffic stops, 19 security checks. We had 6 property damage crashes, 4 alarm drops, 3 assist outside agencies, 2 domestics. 1 resulted in arrest of a juvenile. 3 investigations, 3 civil calls, 3 welfare checks, 2 theft calls, and 1 vandalism call. We also had 1 suicide attempt call that was handled today. Other than that, that's what we've done last 2 weeks. Things are starting to pick up a little bit with the weather starting to get nice. So, also, Sergeant Wells is no longer with us. He starts his new gig in Alliance. So I would ask council to approve the hiring of Andrea Nixon as a full-time employee. I don't know if you guys remember, but she worked for us right after I took over 2 years ago. She went out to Arizona, worked out there as a police officer, and she came back and she's back with us.
She gonna be here a while?
Yeah.
She's part-time now, yeah.
Didn't we just make her part-time last meeting?
Yes.
She just hired her.
Well, she was full-time.
She was full-time when she was here before.
She gonna be here a while, or is she in transit still,
Your
or?
guess is as good as mine. I got people,
I met with her for about 45 minutes, and she said that she wants her future to be in East Canton. So
What shift will that put her on?
she's gonna be on straight midnights. Yeah, Tuesday through Saturday.
So who's afternoons?
Crouch, Josh Crouch.
How many part-timers do we have now once we move?
We're not good. We're short and nobody's applying. So I have no outlooks on anybody and our guys. I know there's a couple of ours being looked at by other departments. So it's starting to get crucial here.
we have 1 part-timer who claims to be on medical.
I have a part-timer that's in the military right now.
Yeah.
So as soon as he gets out of that, he'll be back. But who knows how long that's going to be.
That leaves us really with 4, right?
Yeah, roughly.
4 for the weekend coverage.
My Mondays are good. That's why I'm working my full-timers Tuesday through Saturday. It covers Saturdays and Sundays. Every other Sunday, I'm having a spot on day shift that's being hard to cover, but we're getting it done. Hopefully I get some applicants.
While we're on safety, we've talked about it a while. It's time, in my opinion, for council to consider moving forward with the ordering of the new police cruiser. We currently have the Explorer, we have the Tahoe, which is the 2011, and then we have a 2011 Crown Vic. So it's not a matter of if, but when either the Tahoe or the Crown Vic fail. And it'd be nice to have something to replace that. Ordering one now, we won't get it to the end of the year anyway.
At the best.
So it won't affect 2024 budget, but it would impact 2025 start.
What's the plan with the Explorer? That lease has gotta be coming up.
We're in year 3 of that, right?
I think we're in year 2,
The 2.
going into year 3.
I think we have 2 more payments on it. We just made one, I know that.
We can buy it at the end, right?
It's actually ours, dollar buyout.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's a dollar
It's a
buyout.
nothing
Yeah.
buyout.
Be nice to get another new cruiser. Which, I know we talked about it before as far as, I mean, we're one of the few departments around that still have a Crown Vic. So I'm assuming that's the one I'd probably go, but I don't know the condition of the Tahoe anymore.
Yeah, the Crown Vic's gone.
Well, the Tahoe just got an engine not long ago.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
So far, it's holding up. My only concern with the Tahoe is the suspension being four-wheel drive and 150,000 mile on it. You know how that can go.
like I say, it's got a new engine, so it's worth putting some money in to keep it on the road, even if it needs.
I did get the new radars. The radars in the Explorer, the Explorer, it's up and running, works great. The one in the Tahoe works great, so I'm holding on to the other new one for if we get a new car. We'll throw that in there.
We do the same thing, just lease.
That'd be something to look at. I think that we can work out the terms once we get approval and move forward. And come back with the official terms for everyone. I just don't want to sit on our hands too long because they're taking orders now and next month, I believe.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
real. Yeah, they could quit anytime. So
I mean, I think that was the idea, is just to keep replacing them and kind of keep them
yeah,
on routine anyhow, especially like with our village vehicles as well. That way we don't have 6 outdated vehicles.
We have council's approval, we move forward.
Yeah.
Just go another Ford Explorer, just like we've got.
yeah, I want to keep them all the same. I don't want to have a bunch of different ones.
Kurt, will you handle the financing options on that?
Yeah.
Anything else for safety? Thanks, chief.
Oh, Andrea Mixon be $20 an hour.
Yeah, we got it for judicial.
What's that?
We got it for judicial.
Cool. Thank you.
Takes us to judicial.
We'll just start with that. Yeah, it's not on the agenda, but it's resolution R 2024-06. Resolution by the Village of East Canton appointing Andrea Mixon as a full-time police officer with the Village of East Canton Police Department. The East Canton Village Council, Stark County, Ohio, met in regular session on the 15th day of April 2024 with a quorum of members present. Whereas Andrea Mixon is currently appointed as a part-time police officer with the East Canton Police Department. Whereas the East Canton Police Chief and East Canton Mayor recommend the promotion and appointment of Andrea Mixon as a full-time officer with the Village of East Canton Police Department. And be it therefore resolved, the East Canton Village Council, Stark County, Ohio, does hereby authorize and approve the appointment of Andrea Mixon as a full-time officer with the Village of East Canton Police Department effective April 21st, 2024, at an hourly rate of pay of $20, and with all the benefits of a full-time police department employee as set forth in the East Canton Village Employees Handbook and East Canton Police Department policies and procedures. The promotion shall be on a 1-year probationary period, and council does hereby further authorize East Canton Village fiscal officer to do all things necessary to accomplish the purpose and intent of this resolution. So moved.
Second.
Roll call. Collins.
Yeah.
Luke.
Yeah.
Concho.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yes.
Carmen.
Yeah.
Buster.
We got Ordinance 2024-11. An ordinance to authorize and approve an area variance and a use variance for a garage at 635 Nassau Street, Village of East Canton, Ohio. Whereas the Ohio General Assembly enacted section 713.01 of the Ohio Revised Code to allow municipal corporation to amend a plan regulating the use of land and structures. Whereas upon recommendation of the East Canton Planning and Zoning Board for the Village of East Canton to authorize and approve an area variance and use variance to construct a 30-foot by 50-foot with a 12-foot sidewall height comprising 1,500 square feet, whereas only 1,000 square feet is permitted on parcel number 4001083, East Canton Village Zoning Ordinance Definitions and Sections, Section 402.4. Whereas upon recommendation of the East Canton Planning and Zoning Board for the Village Council to limit the use of the proposed building as a residential garage and not to permit any business or business-related uses within said structure. Be it hereby ordained by the Council of the Village of East Canton, Ohio, Section 1, to authorize and approve an area variance to construct 30 feet by 50 feet with a 12 feet sidewall height comprising 1,500 square feet, whereas only 1,000 square feet is permitted on parcel number 4001083, East Canton Village Zoning Ordinance Definitions in Section 402.4. Section 2, to authorize and approve the use of the proposed building as a residential garage and not permit any business or business-related uses within said structure. Section 3, this ordinance is hereby declared to be an emergency measure necessary for the immediate preservation of the public peace, health, safety, and village of the Village of East Canton shall take effect and be in full force from and after its passage and at the earliest date allowable by law. So,
Second.
Roll call Collins.
yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
Contos.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yes.
Garmin.
Yeah.
Buxton.
Motion to suspend rules.
Second.
Roll call Collins.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
Contos.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yes.
Garmin. Buxton.
Third and final reading of ordinance 2024-11, an ordinance to authorize and approve an area variance and the use variance for a garage at 635 Nassau Street East, Village of East Canton, Ohio. So,
Second.
Roll call Collins.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
Contos.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yes.
Garmin. Buxton.
Yeah.
Anything else for judicial? Yeah, takes us to grants. Anything for grants? There's several out there. I'll forward them to council for you all to review. I think there are some potential there, not only for the village infrastructure, but for the parks. So I'll forward that information to the grant committee. I appreciate it. You'll look into it. Takes us to finance.
Finance, I'd like to make a motion to approve invoices, the amount of $37,519.96 as presented for Special Guys.
Second.
Roll call Collins.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
Contos.
yeah.
Dan.
Yes.
Garmin. Buxton.
I'd also like to make a motion to approve payroll in the amount of $14,349.23.
Second.
Roll call Collins.
Yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
Contos.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yes.
Garmin. Buxton. Kurt, you wanna go through the appropriation?
Oh, I just printed off the appropriation report. That's how we stand for the first quarter. The only, and I was telling Dave earlier, the only one that really stands out, and it has to do with the issues we had earlier this year, is the police department. You go down to fund number 2904. I highlighted the first 4 items. We're gonna have to move some money around by the end of the year to cover over expenditures on those 4 items. We're gonna run over on our wages for the year. We're already at 28.5%. And we're 25% through. PERS, we're at 46+% at 25% a year. Medicare's up. That's basically because of the overtime for the part-time officers, and then our police and fire is up also. So we'll have to allocate some more money into those probably by the end of the year. We'll know better fourth quarter how that stands. But we'll have to move some money around. Other than that, everything else is, I didn't see anything else that really raised any red flags.
For that appropriation status, is it possible to get that sent out monthly for us to review? It'd be nice for the department managers to get it as well as members of council and myself. Anything else for finance?
We looked at, I know we did shipment seal, was it last year?
Mhm.
I think most of the roads that I've seen really held up nicely, but Noble, I feel Noble is just getting beat up. I mean, it's looking pretty bad, so I don't know.
Right off of Wood Street there.
Yeah,
Originally, that's the first place we chip and sealed many years ago.
That was a long time ago. Then it blew water lines 3 or 4 times.
Right, and it's to the point that it's wearing out. I actually met with North Star today. We brought them out and we went over it. Because I talked about just doing intersections.
Yeah.
And then the more I thought about it, I didn't like that idea. So I brought North Star out so I could get somebody with some more smarts than me. And I told him, the first thing I need to know is how much money I'm gonna have before I can really do anything. Once I know how much I got, then I know what I can do. My ultimate goal, instead of doing intersections, is to start at 44 on Noble, go west, and between North Star and I, depending on how much money we got, we're gonna try to put a game plan together and make it work to go clear to Worley. So we would go down Noble, just go out 10 feet on the intersections, go down 10 feet, and depending on how much money we have to spend, as to how far we can go with it. You know, because Noble is the village's I-77.
Yeah.
That's the main one. So if we can at least get our main one done maybe to Worley, then next year maybe we can either finish Worley off up to Summit and keep doing the same thing, and then we start working off the side roads. So that is sort of my game plan in my head right now.
You're 10 feet off at all the intersections.
Mhm.
We covered the alleys and everything all the way down.
Yes.
Cool.
10 feet, I think will cover, we were talking today, 10 feet should cover most of the damage that's in them intersections. So.
Yeah.
So, and we're looking at most of them going inch, we're not going to grind. He said, we really don't have to grind. Now, with that being said, we're talking, the lowest we go is 1.25 inches. 1.5 inches would be nice. But even at 1.5 inches and not grinding, we'll have nice roads, but there's still gonna be humps and bumps and, you know, it'll be a lot better than what it is. But some of the spots that might be higher than our 1.5 inches may be a little lump there or something that you're gonna see or feel. It's not gonna be nice, super smooth, put it that way. But it'll be 98% better than what we have right now.
Is the school handling up by the Smith Gym?
That is, I talked to them today, we filled that hole.
Okay,
Okay, and I was gonna take a look at it today, and I was gonna actually pave that whole intersection
right.
and just be done with it. But after I got up there and started looking at it, it's really not ours.
Right.
That is theirs. And I called the school and told them, that's not ours. More than happy to fill the hole, because we had some old crappy stuff.
Mhm.
Not a problem there, but as far as paving it, that's theirs. That's no different to me doing the apron of your house.
Correct.
Of your driveway. That's the apron to the school. That is not actually, it's 9 foot off of the main road.
Right.
So it's really not village property or
Yeah.
to fix it, so.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that It's on their radar. I
Yes,
figured
it
it
is.
wasn't ours, and we talked about it before. I just wanted to confirm for the
I
general
talked to,
public.
I
So
talked to Brian today on it.
very good.
And I guess they're having a company come out and take a look at it.
Mhm.
Well, there's a spring underneath there. Just up a few feet, there's a spring. And that spring runs right down there. They're always gonna have a mess.
You sure it's a spring and not a
Yes.
summer?
No, it's a spring. Yeah. Well, they had a company come out and take a look at it, and they thought they fixed it. It didn't.
Speaking of capital improvement projects, I will like to request that at least the members of the finance committee be willing to meet next Monday. I don't know if it fits your schedule. I would like to review the capital improvement projects for the year, prioritize those, and come up with a game plan for '24 so we can move forward getting. Of course, any member of council is open to join. It'll be an open meeting to the public as well, if you all are available to meet.
Same time, 7 o'clock?
7, 6, whatever works for all of you. I'm open. I will be here.
So that would be good.
Yeah, I've already 7.
7.
I can be there.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Anything else for finance? Thanks, Councilman Buxton. Takes us to other. I presented council with the mayor's court report for March 2024. Total collected for the month, 1,524, which breaks down as follows: 784 in fines, 311 in local costs, 429 in state costs. Any questions on the mayor's court report? In the April mayor's court report, you will start seeing the changes to not only the fine schedule, but the court costs. So you'll see that this month. Also noted here was the increase in village employee healthcare costs, 6.48% for medical and prescription, 3.95 for dental.
That's proposed, that hasn't been put in,
Okay.
play yet. They'll take action in their May meeting.
I think that's pretty much in line with the industry trends, right, from what I've been seeing.
That's low.
Any questions on those items? Anything else for tonight?
Mayor, this may have been addressed at a meeting I couldn't attend. What was decided about the bell out front and the thing that holds it?
You're talking about the mortar and whatnot?
Yes.
Henry, Ned, didn't we chat about that?
Yeah, we were supposed to reach out to see if there's any family members back in
Right.
around. Penny had one with the last name, but I didn't get an answer or return call. Other than that, I haven't saw or heard anything from anybody that knows anybody that lives around here still. I mean, like I said, I don't know if you guys do any research. I asked you guys if you knew anybody you could reach out to.
Moving it, I don't see it being a problem, and we can put the plaque, but
Okay.
the bricks are just something to hold.
Understood.
We'll just have to get priced on the pillars that we're gonna put up, steel pillars. We're just gonna go steel.
Yeah.
With bracing and stuff like that, get something decently looking, maybe talk with Mr. Novelli or who have you. Get a couple different prices on something kind of nice.
What's wrong with
to look
laying it on the ground? Nobody brings that thing anymore.
at. I don't think I went on the ground rusting.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get it up off the ground a little bit.
It would be a better representation.
Got a cherry picker in my truck you can have. Painted
Nick,
cherry picker.
All right. Anything else for other? Request a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Paul, start calling you Mr. Second. I like it, Mr. Second. All right.
Why not?
Roll call. Collins.
Yeah.
Baloo.
Yay.
Contos.
Yay.
Dan.
Yes.
Garmin. Buck.